Now, White Pine County Daily News with Wyatt Cox.
And KELY News is sponsored by Sahara Motors. The Kawasaki KX450 built out of the box with everything you need to dominate the track. Check it out today at Sahara Motors and let the good times roll. Look for sunny skies, a high of 74 today, heading to the lower 80s by Wednesday. Department of Conservation and Natural Resources announced Director James Settelmeyer will step down March 27th. Settelmeyer, during his time with the agency, oversaw improvements in wildfire preparedness, water management, and outdoor recreation, while working to balance conservation with economic growth across the state. Governor Lombardo praising his leadership, calling him a dedicated public servant committed to protecting Nevada's natural resources. Settelmeyer running for Nevada's 2nd Congressional District. Settelmeyer saying he's proud of his time at the Department of Conservation and Natural Resources, confident the agency will continue its work. Nevada's 2026 election cycle taking shape. The most crowded race in the state unfolding is in Nevada's 2nd Congressional District. A total of 27 candidates have filed to run for the open seat, including 15 Republicans, as longtime Congressman Mark Amodei prepares to retire. As we mentioned, former State Senator James Settelmeyer is running. He's widely seen as a front-runner, expected to receive support from the outgoing senator. The outgoing congressman. Other Republican contenders include businessman David Flippo, who has secured backing from several prominent conservative figures. Over on the Democrat side, 11 candidates running there. Former Assembly Majority Leader Teresa Benitez Thompson emphasizing opposition to President Trump, while investor Greg Kidd campaigning as a political outsider with strong financial backing. Nevada's statewide races coming into focus. Governor Lombardo seeking his second term, facing a crowded field of 20 candidates. Top Democrat challengers include Attorney General Aaron Ford and Washoe County Commissioner Alexis Hill. Lombardo also weighing in on other key races, backing Adriana Guzman-Freilich for Attorney General and Shirley Folkens Roberts for Secretary of State. Competitive primaries shaping up across multiple offices, including Treasurer and Lieutenant Governor, where incumbent Stavros Anthony, the lone Republican in that race. The White Pine County Sheriff's Office handling a busy weekend of calls over the weekend, including several arrests and ongoing investigations. On Saturday, 27-year-old Elizabeth Murdoch arrested following a report of property damage at a local business. She faces charges including robbery, child abuse, and resisting an officer. Also arrested 22-year-old Jeffrey Starks II of McGill on an active warrant. On March 15th, deputies arrested 32-year-old J.C. Parman of Ely on charges of child abuse, trespassing, and violating conditions of release. All three innocent still convicted in a court of law. Deputies also investigating multiple thefts, including a burglary, stolen packages, and 2 vehicles taken from a family estate, along with reported property damage at a vacant motel. Other calls included a battery at a local bar, threats involving juveniles, reckless drivers, and traffic hazards. Deputies also responding to welfare checks, public nuisance complaints, and parking violations. Several other cases remain under investigation. Governor Lombardo backing Las Vegas Metro Police Department in a growing legal dispute over who decides if certain criminal defendants can be released. The conflict now before the Nevada Supreme Court centers on whether judges or the sheriff have final authority over electronic monitoring and house arrest programs. Metro refused a judge's order to release a repeat offender on an ankle monitor, citing public safety concerns. A lower court judge warned of possible contempt, while another court sided with police in a separate case. Lombardo says law enforcement has a duty to push back when they believe offenders are too dangerous to release. County Commission holds the second day of budget hearings this morning, beginning in about 45 minutes at 9 o'clock. At the White Pine County Historic Courthouse in Ely, county leaders expected to discuss priorities and provide direction to the interim finance director as the next county budget is developed. That meeting open to the public. A girls' swim team turned in a strong showing at a last-minute meet this past Saturday, competing against larger schools from the 4A and 5A ranks. Sophomore Libby Wayland led the way, taking first among 3A swimmers in both the 50-meter freestyle and 100-meter butterfly, finishing third overall in both events. The butterfly race especially close, Wayland clocking in at 1 minute 11.84 seconds, just tenths of a second behind the top finishers after a late push in the final stretch. Freshman Brianna Nielsen placed second in 3A in the 50-meter freestyle and 12th overall in her first year of competition. Junior Addie Bennett also had a big day, winning the 3A title in both the 200 freestyle and 100-meter backstroke, finishing fourth overall in each. The strong result came after a previously canceled meet, giving White Pine County momentum heading into the rest of the season. NBA could take a major step toward expansion next week, with team owners set to discuss adding franchises in Seattle and Las Vegas. According to reports, the League Board of Governors will vote on whether to move forward with those two cities as the primary expansion targets. Approval would require support from at least 23 of the league's 30 teams. They expect a final decision by the end of 2026. Gas prices somewhat higher this morning. Silver Sage out on the reservation, the lowest for cash at $3.63 per gallon for regular 85 octane. All other stations in town are at $3.65. Diesel on the east side of Ely, the cheapest at $4.99 at the Golden Gate and the Shell and Chevron on East Altman, with Love's, the Great Basin, Shell, and Sinclair at $5.28 per gallon. Locally, prices are still better than the national trends and even the state trends. Regular averaging $3.65, under the national $3.79, and way below Nevada's $4.61 or Las Vegas at $4.60. While national prices surged 35 cents this week amid that Middle East turmoil, our increases are minor by comparison. Good news for the wallet. For Sahara Motors, that's a check of news from White Pine County and the state of Nevada.
You see lots of commercials on television telling you to drive a little and save a lot. Dealers wanting you to drive to Salt Lake, Elko, Reno, and even Las Vegas. But ask them one question. What happens if there's a problem? Do you have to drive 3, 4, or even 6 hours to get service? Here at Sahara Motors in Ely, we service everything we sell right here in White Pine County. Shop here first, get our best deal, and you get that best deal by telling Shauna that Wyatt sent you by. Then if you want, shop other places. When you account for the drive, you'll find that it pays you to be a part of the Sahara Motors family. Stop by Sahara Motors, just about a mile north of Ely on US 93. Sahara Motors, we are White Pine proud.
Tell Shauna Wyatt sent you by.